Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. Your girl Janice is live. Happy Wednesday. I'm not going to be on here very long today. I'm not going to be on here very long today because it's a busy day, y'all. It's a lot going on. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? That's number one. Number two, let me know in the chat if you got your tickets for the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit because it's happening March 22nd. Girl, I didn't ask you. I did not ask you all of that. Quiet. Drop in the comments if you got your ticket. If you got your ticket, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Say I got my ticket if you got your ticket. Okay, um, so that's that. Um, and I'm gonna drop the link in the chat just in case you did not get your tickets for the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit. I am dropping the link in the chat. It is happening March 22nd. It is an all-day thing, and we have so many amazing speakers that's going to be in the building for our summit. And so I want you guys to take a look at this page. It's beautysupply.blueprint.com/icons of beauty. So I know that most of you who are watching have been thinking about opening a beauty supply store. You've watched a lot of videos, you've taken a lot of notes, you've downloaded a lot of checklists, you've done all the things. However, you are still sitting on the sidelines. And here is what I want to tell you. Um, the number one thing that I have seen conversation after conversation that continues to hold people back from actually opening a store is what we actually have been taught about money. Because the truth is, and I had a conversation with someone just last night about this. I mean, this conversation I have every single day, so I'm gonna be honest. But I had a conversation with someone just literally last night before I shut my eyes them. And um and this person like called me, she's like, "Oh, I just bought this car, I just bought this, all this stuff," right? I hear this all the time. I hear this all the time. And as a community, we do not like to talk about like our ideologies on how we spend money and where that came from. We don't like to talk about how we spend it. We don't like to talk about how we save it, and definitely not about investing. Because I think when people have a mindset shift, or when you refuse to have that mindset shift, you continue to stay stuck. And for a lot of people who I talk to, it's easier, or for some reason, it is very easy for you to go to a car dealership and buy a car. For some reason, it is easy for you to stand online and wait for Jordans, or pre-order the iPhone, or spend a ridiculous amount of money on concert tickets. But when you are presented with an opportunity to invest in a business or invest in something, all of a sudden, I don't know about this. Is this a scam? This sounds like a scam. Guys, we have been getting scammed this entire time. Standing online for Jordans is a scam. Spending $1,000 on Beyonce tickets, I'm sorry, it is a scam. And so when we're thinking about investing, we never think about like the return on investment. Like, how much money can I actually make if I open this the right way? How much they never ask me those questions on these calls. You guys never ask me these type of questions on these calls. I offer this information of how much money you can make, and how, what the return on investment is, and what's like, how fast can you get there, right? Like the time. I offer this information because it's like I want you guys to start asking the right questions. I want you, and this is like just in general, like this is some general gems. You need to start asking the right questions. Now, what is the cash flow? What is my return on investment? Like, how long does it take to actually see that? And I tell you, if I have 10 calls in a week, I would say maybe only 2 people out of 10 would ask me that question. And I would say if I had 10 calls in one week, I would say probably 8 of those people will tell me they just made some type of large purchase, whether that is a house or a car or, a child's birthday or something like that. Now, the house thing, I will also say that when people talk about the house thing, it's very controversial. So I don't really say it too often. But guys, the this American dream that we have been sold of like buying a house and owning a home, I will go ahead and say it. I believe that is also a big scam too. I believe that is also a big scam. Home ownership is great. I own my own home. So I always have to say that before I say anything else because people are like, oh, you probably don't. I do. I do own my home. I own my home after I bought my business though. After I invested in the business, that is when I own a home. Because here's what happens, right? When you buy the home first and then you try to go in and invest in the business, it's really hard for the banks to lend you that money. Like banks easily lend you money for a mortgage. They don't easily lend you money for a business. And you have to try to think through that whole ideology of why is it so it's easier for me to get a mortgage than it is to get a business loan. Like why is that? It's because they don't want you to have no business and make no money. Because from the business income and from the business cash flow, you can go ahead and then easily get your home. You can go ahead and put the 15% down. Right now, they are asking people to put 3%, 1%, whatever it is down. So you have this like big mortgage. Whereas if you had a business, you could definitely save that 50% and have a affordable mortgage. You see what I'm saying? So we have to start to think through how we are looking at money and understand our money mindset. This is also what I had to do too. I mean, I went to business school, so my mindset was always a little bit different. But at this point, where we as Black people have the highest buying power out of any other ethnic group, they're always talking about how Black people have this $1 trillion buying power by year 2030, 2040. We're going to be at X trillion amount, right? They're always talking about the Black buying power. They don't talk about how these billion-dollar corporations target us Black people because of the way we spend our money. They spend millions of dollars in marketing to target Black people because they know how loosely we spend our money and that we typically do not invest in ourselves. We invest in brands, we invest in luxury items, we invest in experiences. They target us because they know that we like to spend. The latest Jordans, we are on that line 5 o'clock in the morning. We are on the computer. There's no hate to anybody that was on the computer for those Beyonce tickets, but I've seen so many people on the computer waiting in line to buy $1,000 Beyonce tickets to see her live. That's your business. I'm not saying anything. But what I will say is $1,500 Beyonce tickets, that could be your security setup for your beauty supply store. The $5,000 that you spend every single year on trips and things of that nature is your first hair order. The $3,000 that you spend on a bag. I had one girl tell me that, oh, $3,000 for the program is nothing. I spent $3,000 on a bag. That girl ain't sign up for the boot camp program. And to this day, this was like maybe 5 years ago. To this day, she don't have no beauty supply store. But she told me she easily spent $3,000 on a bag. I said, Lord, our people are so derailed, Lord. I don't I don't know. And then Daniela is on here. She takes our calls too. She'll tell you too. The amount of calls that we get. She'll tell you too. We have been trained to spend. We have not been trained to invest. And so I want our people to get into the mindset. Like I just literally was thinking about like I'm like into working out now. And I'm like, I would love to invest in a gym just because I just love working out. Just because I love working out. I'm always thinking about investing in different things and things that is like I love, but it's also going to make me money at the same time. I rarely think about buying a bag, putting $1,000 in Beyonce's pockets to watch her live. I rarely think about those things, y'all. I am thinking about my children and my children's children. What can I leave to my children? What can I leave to my grandchildren? That is all that I'm thinking about these days, especially if it's big money that I'm thinking about. It's all about investing. Another thing that would change the game for you to make sure that you develop the right mindset is just getting around the right people. If you're around people who spend thousands of dollars on their kids' birthdays and those kids don't have a savings account, that is a problem. I used to have friends that would spend 3 and 4 and $5,000 on a baby, the first baby's birthday, and the baby don't have 3 or 4 or $5,000 in a savings account for their future. You don't even have a bank account for your baby, and you're spending $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 on the baby first birthday. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. People that we speak to that say, I don't know if I want to open the store yet because I'm thinking about buying this house. The house is not about to make you no type of money. You're just going to live there. And I'm not saying to not buy the house, by the way, because I own my home. I'm saying that you want to invest in something that's going to generate cash flow for you so that you can go ahead and buy the house that you want. I want our people to start getting into the mindset shift because I'm telling you right now, if we started thinking about this mindset shift and investing a long time ago, y'all wouldn't be so scared to start this store because we spend money every single year, every single month. The money is going somewhere. It's just not going back into you. You need to have that money go back into you and invest into yourself. However that looks like. I was just talking to my therapist today, and she was like, "You just need to get more on this crypto." And I'm like, I'm taking notes because she's telling me she's my therapist, but she does like crypto stuff, and she's telling me like what I need to do. I'm taking notes because that's where I'm putting my money next. I'm always investing, y'all. And when you get around people that think like that and that's all they talk about, I'm talking about investing with my therapist. This woman is supposed to be helping me heal. And even her, I surround myself with someone who's investing. I'm only talking to people that have that mindset. I'm not doing it. I'm not having no other conversations. I'm not talking to you about buying no $1,000 Beyonce tickets. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not, I'm just not gonna do that. So all of that being said, y'all, because I gotta go. But if you understand what I'm saying, you pick up what I'm putting down, y'all. Say I got it in the chat. Say I got it in the chat, y'all. Say I got it in the chat. Cause I'm probably not gonna replay this one because it's a touchy subject, y'all. But if this hit different, say I got it in the chat. Say invest in the chat because my challenge to you is if you are going to keep letting your money control you, or you're going to control your money. You're gonna keep letting your money control you, or you're gonna control your money. And when I say that, I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself too because this year, for me, guys, this year, like I've already shared that I've probably invested well over 6 figures in my own education with my own coaches so that I can get my programs and team to where they need to be, right? To better serve my people. I've spent well over 6 figures in education alone. But I keep making sure that with everything that I'm doing, I'm constantly sharpening myself. And whatever that looks like, whether it's conferences, whether it's coaches, whether it's courses, whatever it is, you're going to find me somewhere learning. Every quarter, I am going to someone's conference. Every quarter. Every quarter, I'm investing in a new program. And the programs that I invest in, you gotta be ready to drop 40, 50K. And it's not, we're not playing small over here. We're playing with the big boys. But that's at the level where I want to be at. So I know that if I want to be at this level, I have to also invest at a certain level. There's no way that I can think that am going to help 100 people open stores and I don't have the team to actually make that happen. So I have to invest in the people. I got to pay the people to make sure all that happens, y'all. So now that we have the mindset shift out of the way, gosh, Jody, she says I was pressed to purchase them. I think it's scissor tickets, but I will invest. Yes, Jody. Oh, let's give it up for Jody in the chat. But God, please, y'all. It's okay. And let me just say this is just for a season, by the way. I don't feel like you have to like never splurge on something. But when we get the splurging, y'all, like let's have a little coin in the bank before we get let's have the business. Let's have a coin in the bank because you open the business, but then you have to start to work the business and save the money. Okay, y'all. So I'm so happy for you, Jody. Ah, that makes me so happy, y'all. That makes me happy. So, y'all, um, we 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 got this conversation out the way, y'all. Okay. I don't want y'all to be mad at me, but I had to get the mindset stuff out the way. I can't do a lunch and learn and not talk about this money mindset. Okay. Because I talk to y'all every single day. So this is not something I'm making up. Ask Danielle in the comments. We got to work through this as a community. Okay. We got to work through this as a community. But yeah, I have to get off. I have to go. Listen, if you haven't got your tickets for the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit, go ahead and click this link and make sure you are in the building because we are going to be shutting down the free upgrade this week. So if you're a part of my tribe, type in tribe in the coupon code area so that you can get your free upgrade into the VIP room because the VIP room is where all of the amazing goodness, Q&A, money business makeovers. So I'm going to say money makeovers. Sound like Susie or business makeovers, all of that is going to happen in the VIP room. So, guys, take a look at the page. Make sure you get your tickets today because we're actually going to be shutting it down tonight. We're going to be shutting down the VIP thing tonight because I feel like we are at our capacity with the VIP room. So, make sure that you go ahead and get that free upgrade while we still have it up. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m., for another Lunch and Learn. Bye, guys.